Alright, what's happening, y'all, man? Rico from Street Scores coming with some breaking news, and I'm showing y'all Morgan Moses film. He's the starting right tackle. It's technically Taylor Heineke film, but you know where Morgan Moses is at. And I mean, I'm not about to take the time to find some Geron Christian film because I know nobody pulled up for that.
Certainly not I.
But breaking news, the Washington football team has released both right tackle Morgan Moses and backup left tackle Geron Christian. Releasing Morgan Moses saves us $7.75 million worth of cap space. And remember, Morgan Moses has started for us every game possible since 2015. One of the most dependable guys we've ever had in a burgundy and gold uniform. And even that 2018 season when everybody was hurt, he was hurt as well. He had injuries in both of his legs, but he still went out there and played. Wasn't great, but that's because of his injuries. The first fully healthy season he's probably ever had with us, he went out there and played like a top 10 right tackle in the NFL. Pro Football Focus graded him the 6th best right tackle last year. So it is a little weird to lose somebody that's that dependable and that you know can hold it down on the right side. But hey, I'm pretty sure this is to save some money. Again, $7.75 million worth of cap space this year. I mean, of course, he was probably asking for a big contract moving forward, an extension that was going to include a lot of guaranteed money. And the burgundy and gold were already itching towards moving towards the younger guys anyway. So Morgan Moses probably asking for a long-term contract with a lot of guaranteed money was probably like the last straw. They just already knew they weren't gonna do it. And I mean, it's better to move on a year too early than a year too late, I guess. And it would have been nice if we could have traded him for something. But, you know, draft picks this upcoming draft are pretty much a premium. Like, this is going to be the most valuable draft picks have been probably in ever. Because this past draft class probably had the least amount of players in a draft pool in NFL history. This next one is probably going to have the most. Like, guys going in the 4th round this next year would have probably have gone in the 3rd round this last draft, maybe even the 2nd, because it's just going to be that many more players. So draft picks going into this upcoming draft are going to be way more valuable. That's probably why it was very difficult to even find a trade partner for Morgan Moses. Even as good as he is, even as cheap as his contract is for how good he is as far as production per dollar, having Morgan Moses for less than $10 million in a year is arguably a steal. But it was still impossible to find a trade partner. First of all, once you announce that you're looking to trade him, but you will release him if it takes that, of course no team is going to come out and be like, well, let me just go ahead and give away these draft picks for no reason. So it was pretty much inevitable that we were going to end up releasing them anyway. And then Geron Christian, I mean, it looked like he wasn't going to make the team anyway. I mean, even after releasing Morgan Moses, Geron Christian's chances of making the team were very slim. But this goes to show that they truly believe in Samuel Cosmi. I mean, they said they drafted him in the 2nd round so that he could play as early as possible anyway. And Samuel Cosmi definitely has a higher ceiling than Morgan Moses, but it's still weird that we're gonna just go ahead and get rid of one of the most dependable pieces on our entire team and then hope that a very raw Samuel Cosmi is gonna be ready to start at right tackle early on. Plus, I thought Samuel Cosmi was being groomed to start at left tackle eventually, so maybe he starts at right tackle early on this season and then we draft or figure out right tackle later and move Samuel Cosmi to left tackle if we need him to be our starting franchise left tackle, maybe 2022 and beyond. We'll see. It's an interesting situation, but this goes to show that they truly do believe in the group of Cornelius Lucas, Samuel Cosmi, and Charles Leno. I believe Charles Leno may be a day 1 starter at left tackle, Samuel Cosmi a day 1 starter at right tackle, and Cornelius Lucas is our swing tackle, who's easily better than Ty Nsekhe. I mean, to have Cornelius Lucas off the bench is a blessing. So it's not like our tackle depth is ugly now that we released Morgan Moses, but I would still prefer to just have more guys. I mean, Charles Leno has started 93 consecutive games, so you could pretty much expect him to stay healthy. Basically the left tackle equivalent of a Morgan Moses, even though I like Morgan Moses probably better at right tackle than I like Charles Leno at left tackle, unless we get 2018 Charles Leno again. And then Samuel Cosmi, I mean, no real injury concerns throughout his college career, but again, he's pretty raw, so I don't know, maybe they're expecting him to come out ready in training camp and things like that to really show us that, okay, he's ready to start week 1. And there'll probably be just some early bumps in the road, some some rookie mistakes, some growing pains early on into the season, and maybe they just want to go ahead and let him develop on the fly. I mean, granted, we went ahead and threw Logan Thomas out there to the Wolves. We threw Wes Schweitz out to the Wolves early on once Brandon Sheriff got hurt. We threw Antonio Gibson out there early. We released Adrian Peterson so that he can start getting starting level reps early, and look how he advanced and developed. So this team has shown the past few years that they're not afraid to release the dependable veteran to allow a younger or even a rookie replacement to go out there and get some meaningful snaps and to learn on the fly during games, during regular season games, not in practice. So this move doesn't surprise me, but again, Morgan Moses is so dependable that if there were a guy we would keep, it would have been him for me. But again, I understand. I mean, you're saving money, and at the end of the day, this move is to either extend Jonathan Allen or to make a move to go and trade for maybe like an Aaron Rodgers or a Russell Wilson or maybe a Deshaun Watson or something like that. Maybe it's both, but I feel like Jonathan Allen is the obvious reason that this move happened. They needed to clear cap space to go ahead and extend Jonathan Allen for some pretty big money moving forward. So Morgan Moses, $8 million worth of cap space being moved off the table definitely makes it easier to extend Jonathan Allen. And again, potentially make a trade for somebody else. If they're in the market for Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, we'll see. So again, this move doesn't surprise me, but just me personally, I would have preferred to keep a Morgan Moses on the team while Samuel Cosmi, you'll have as much time to be patient with him as possible until he's ready to step in. But again, we have a history these past couple of years since Rivera's been here, moving on from the dependable veteran to put in the wild card, higher ceiling, younger player that's behind him. I'm not surprised. This is what we've been doing. Again, I've listed a few names, but most notably releasing Adrian Peterson so Antonio Gibson could come in week 1 and we'll just ride with him. We'll just take the mistakes that he comes with. At least he's maturing, and then by the end of the season, we saw how good to great Antonio Gibson can be. And even though Cornelius Lucas and David Sharp are the only offensive linemen on our entire roster with at least 150 snaps at right tackle in the NFL, I still believe they're grooming Samuel Cosmi to do it. I don't think they're going to depend on Cornelius Lucas to end up starting. I think they prefer him as the swing tackle. And it's crazy too, because this is happening again after Morgan Moses' best season. I'm not saying he's one of the best offensive tackles in the NFL, but he's definitely a top 10 right tackle. So I thought maybe they were just trying to sell him high coming off of his best season in his career. You could probably get the most trade value for him, but they were just dead serious about getting rid of him. Whether it be through trade or release, they were very serious. I'm expecting this move to contribute to Jonathan Allen's contract extension, but I'm really hoping this is making space for a top quarterback. I really do. That's just my optimism in all of this. This is my bright light at the end of the tunnel for this move. But yeah, man, please get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about everything discussed in this video. Please like this video if you liked it. If you learned anything, please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell next to the subscription button so you get a notification every time I release an informative and opinionated video like this one. And again, like I keep telling y'all, be on the lookout for these film sessions for every rookie we drafted in this draft class, including undrafted free agent rookie running back Jared Patterson. And as always, man, I really appreciate all of the support, man. Big shouts out to everybody that donates to the channel, big time. Huge shouts out to all of my sponsors, especially my Pro Bowl sponsors, whose names you see scrolling on the screen right now. And a special shouts out to my boy Jaden, my one and only All-Pro sponsor, man. I really appreciate all y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Please get in the comment section again and let me know how you feel about everything. Do you hope that this means we're bringing in a top quarterback like me? I don't know, man. Catch y'all later. I'm out.